All right. This is for the Chinese and for others in the global South who seem to have this delusion, uh, especially the Chinese. Actually, you know what? Uh, the Chinese and the Southeast Asians uh, seem to all have this delusion um, that the that their societies can't seem to including uh, their governments, their policymakers, and I even think among their business people, they have this delusion that Americans and well, actually North Americans and Europeans are have some rational actors, that they have some logic that can coincide with them, with their culture, with their communities, and so on and so forth. But the thing is what you what you don't understand, and this is something I've learned living here in the United States, being a non-European, okay, a non-European and a non-European descendant, okay. My name is Mark Mahan, but that doesn't. You can clearly see I'm not European. So this idea that you can find rationality that's based on real reality. Okay, of you don't come after me out of nowhere and demand things, and if you don't get it, you'll use violence or you'll use whatever to get what you want. Okay, that's simple. It's a universal, natural thing. Okay, it's everywhere in the world. Everybody knows that within themselves. There's not a single person in the world who can say, "Well, no, I think, yeah, no, I think I will allow others to do that, even if it kills me, even if it's wipe out my family or wipe out my community." I'm damn sure that nobody would accept that. So, what you have to understand is these people have a feudal mentality, especially their ruling class, and their ruling class isn't the politicians. Okay, they are junior members of the ruling class. They take the orders within their so-called economic and business, because those are the ones who control things. Those are the ones who make the policies. They tell the politicians, okay, what to do, and the ones that relay that is the bureaucracy, which is there constantly. Okay, doesn't really change. That is what takes place, and the ruling class wants only one thing. They want control. They want the power that control brings them. Okay? That's what they want. They want control over everything. Alright? Just like every other feudal system. They want power to dictate. Okay? So they can make the rules. They don't have to follow them. Okay? They want the leisure to be able to say to their underlings, okay, this is what I want. This is my agenda. You carry it out. That's what they want. Okay, so that they can go about their leisure and do whatever they want. if they want to rape somebody, if they want to murder somebody, if they want to be pedophiles, and if they want to, be torturers, or they want to, do drugs, they want to be able to take, say, oh, you can't marry this person until, I can have sex with them. Then you have to. Then you can marry them, okay? And then even then, if hey, that was really I had a really good time. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take my given rights to. That's their mentality. Okay, it's a feudal mentality. A mentality of I need to be the most powerful one in control. That's their mentality. So when they go and they need to always broaden that control and power. Okay, so they can lie, cheat, steal, do mass slaughter and utter destruction. It doesn't matter. That's their mentality. So understand, when you understand this, when you understand also that that they built up this idea of whiteness, of ethno-Euro whiteness, which they have actually bought into their own propaganda, ignoring the actual historical realities. All right. Then they bought into it. They bought the Kool-Aid, basically. And so, but even then, understand, they feel superior to everyone, including within their own societies. They are better than their own societies. They are better than everybody else. They have to be better than everybody else. They have to be able to do whatever they want, no matter how atrocious, no matter how horrific, no matter how unlawful, how sinful it is. They want that privilege. And they wanted to be able to have their leisure to do what they want without consequences. That is what they are. So, understand, that is trickled down within their societies. Why? Because they've repressed and suppressed the actual real histories. Because they can't allow the truth to be... Because people within that, within the enforced ignorance that they have generated and seeded into the populations, okay, so that they can't critically think, so that they can't see when harm will come to them, and when harm is seen, they let it go. They let it go. Okay, I'll give you an example. All right, so I grew up in Massachusetts. Okay, I forget the guy's name, but I think he was one of the Kennedys. But anyways, Ted Kennedy, I think. Anyways, this criminal piece of shit had multiple DUIs, yet he stayed within the legislature in Massachusetts until basically he died. To the day, but he had multiple DUIs. Not only that, but it went beyond that. But somehow he stayed within the Massachusetts legislature. Okay. Yet they were putting mothers against mothers against drunk driving, all this DUIs. They were even doing commercials about it, and so on and so forth. Yet this guy literally had over. You couldn't count him on both hands. That's how many times. He was a criminal piece of shit. Okay, this happens everywhere in the United States, everywhere in Europe, everywhere in the Western world, and those who have been bought to be puppets to look out for the interests of the criminal Western elites. Okay, so this happens in the so-called politics. It happens in the so-called business, the corporate, so it's like what you have to understand is these people have no inhibitions. They have no red lines. They have no empathy, conscience, nothing. What they want is control. Therefore, power. All right? That's what they want. And they will do whatever it takes. And if they tell you they want something and you deny it to them, then they will take the most horrifically atrocious actions that they can come up with. Okay, and it doesn't matter. The genocide taken in within Palestine and / Israel. Okay, that's happened. That's happened thousands of times. Okay, when you actually look at the history, okay, and actually learn the history, and history that actually shows you with actual evidence, such as like if you read Christopher Columbus, who was part of the criminal cabal of the ruling class. If you read what he says, or it basically points out their feudal attitude, their feudal mentality. I mean, one of the ones is like we came to the Americas, and the Indians basically were willing to give you the shirt off their backs if you asked for it. And and he wrote it like he found contempt in it. He found opportunity to exploit, to kill, to destroy. That's basically what. And then there's you'll get further evidence if you listen to some of the leaders of the conquistadors that did South America, Central America, into Mexico, into North America. Same thing with the French, okay? And if you listen to what the Germans and the Bavarians and all these, what they did in Africa, okay, and elsewhere in the world, okay. The Portuguese, the Spanish, the Italians, the French, the Germans. It's absolutely disgusting. It's things that we ourselves would never could never tolerate, right? Yet they keep doing it. It's the very things that are mentioned in their so-called religious texts. Okay, it's fairly common in Judaism, in is it Islam or no Muslim? It's in it's even in Hinduism, it's even in Buddhism. What they describe as evil, what it says about evil, they basically do all of that. They basically do all of that. It's like they're trying to go through it all and see what they can do, and even try to surpass it. That is them. So if you can understand, if you can come to understand that, if you actually look into the history and get out of your own selves and look at it, and this goes for more than just the Chinese and the global South. It goes for us as well in the West. Okay, if you can do that, then you can understand what they are. Okay. So you have to understand this, because then your eyes clear up, the mind clears out, all that clutter of these delusions, of these misconceptions are cleared away. The cobwebs are cleared away, and you understand their motivations. It's like in all those so-called shows that talk about law and order and crime, and this. You have to look for the motive. Their motive is control and power. That is their motive. They want the ability to do whatever they want. And so, when you understand that, you can understand why. There's a reason why the media is owned by so few, and why they have so much influence to create this delusion and fantasy, this unreality. Why they export it? Okay, the so-called culture. The so-called culture leaves out the unmitigated evil that they're willing to do, because they don't think themselves as evil. Okay? They only think in terms of control and power. And so when you understand that, you understand why China, that they are doing what they're doing. You understand why they want what they want, and your confusion will go away. And so, what you then come to understand is, you cannot tolerate it, and you must separate and come together with others to restrict, to basically put them back into their bottles. Do what they've been doing to the Cubans. Okay, what they still continue to do around the world. They are the chaos factor. And they do it on purpose. Why? Because they believe they have the right to do so. They believe they have the right to do so. And they will do it to their own so-called societies, but they will do it more to those who are not. Again, who are not of ethno-European descent. Even then, they do it to their ethno-European descent. It's that simple. There is no mystery. There is no mystery.